testing. Make sure my mic's okay. Yep, it's okay. Just getting ready, folks. My tea ready. Get my stuff ready, folks. I believe all right. How is everybody doing? Oh, thanks you so much. Thanks, let's do this. you came in. You came in hot, buddy. I guess. Thank you for the resub, buddy. Thanks so much. Let's do this. Thank you, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much. Let's do this for the resub. I guess we're gonna kick this off. Yep, timed it so that it would pop up nice. Yeah, and I actually have a double alert here. I must have done that the last time I was having issues with my alerts. I'm gonna have to troubleshoot that later. But thank you so much, buddy. Thank you, thank you. I am getting ready here. Like always, I get to I'm jumping on the Battle of the Sketches bandwagon, so that way I can just I don't have to think about what I gotta draw. So I think yeah, Venom is up, which is super cool. Which is way cool. Let me try to move my camera a little bit over. I want to draw a little bit more comfortably over around here. It's a bit more comfortable for me, so let me move my camera over. Yeah, it's good. So what I want to do is, I've been getting a lot of DMs about my silk sketch card that I did. I've been getting DMs about, like, you know, how did I do, you know, all the buildings, the vanishing points, and all that fun stuff. So I was thinking I'm gonna do something similar, not as involved, but I'm gonna do something similar with buildings, just to kind of break it down to show you guys how I do it. Nothing too particularly special, but there is a specific technique I use for buildings. But yeah, this is the silk I did last week. You know, I'm not liking this. Oops, sorry guys. I'm gonna try to get this whoa, it's too far. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. But yeah, so this is the silk. From last week. I hope okay. All right, cool. So sorry guys, I was just looking at my I like to look at my my CPU and my drop frames and stuff and make sure I'm okay. So I'm okay. That way I don't get any lag or anything while I'm streaming. So how's everyone doing this fine Tuesday evening? Doing good. How are you? Good. 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 I'm looking forward to a few things. Want to get some drawing done. I want to get into this drawing. Also, I'll probably actually let's do this. Do you plan on watching Bernard Chang's stream? Because if you are, that way once he starts up, I'll log off because I want to watch his stream too, which is I know, you know, um, I would probably what we do is we'll do a raid from here once he starts and he's a few minutes in. We'll do a raid that way I can watch there because I think he's gonna have Mike Cho on and somebody else. So I'd like to watch that myself. So hopefully I can get this drawing done. Well, the way I'm talking and blabbing, I don't know if I'll, but yeah, I'll get this drawing done. That way we can go there. That sound good? So as you see, I have nothing here. I don't have it planned out just yet. Mike Cho and Sean Chen. Well, he always has Sean Chen, right? I could have sworn it was like someone else too. But okay, all right. So that's what it is. Cool. But just letting you guys know, the World of M Kickstarter, tracking well, tracking upwards, moving along. I'm hoping to hit 50% by the end of this week. I already hit 46% funded, so hoping to hit 50% this week, and trudging along. You usually get your big jump towards the end. So, I mean, I wish it comes sooner than later, but it is what it is. So I have no idea for a layout here. I have no idea what I plan to do here, but I want to incorporate some buildings. So like I said, I've gotten some DMs about setting up these buildings, and there's a technique, a trick I want to show. It's more of a trick, a very helpful trick. Hold on, let me pull some. I have some reference here. See what I can use. See if I can use something like this. Right, so I'm looking for reference now. I'm not gonna find the exact angle I need, but at least if I have some actual building reference, that gives me a strong point, or at least somewhere to base my drawing on. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'll decide on some things. So as far as composition, definitely a nighttime scene. So the buildings, I'll probably go with one trick for nighttime. It's a simple trick: black buildings, white windows. That way it looks like the lights are on, because that's how buildings look like at night. The windows stand out. Yeah. So let's see. Let me see what I want to do here. Okay, so I'm probably going to do something similar. Let's see. this. Getting some ideas here. I just don't want to go. Bum, bum. Like this. I'm gonna do like a half body, that way we can really. I'm kind of twisting. Something like this. I'll probably have his upper body like this, and I'm gonna throw in some buildings in the background. Now, the buildings, I'm gonna, again, I'm not gonna go this complex, but I'm gonna show you guys a little trick I do for buildings. It's a quick little grid, but I want to figure out his pose first. Just want to get something with some movement. Venom's got some serious traps. Alessandro Maselli, what's going on, buddy? Hey, Poppy. What's going on? Welcome to the stream, man. How are you, my friend? Don't mind me, I know. Don't mind my eyesore of art here. Let's put a hand here. What's going on, buddy? What's going on, Alessandro? Your grades always just finish a few pages and now time to sleep. Oh, nice. Ooh. Nice to hear that you're working on some pages. Nice. You probably can't tell me, but is it a US publisher or is it a European publisher? We still safe, man, but always warning. Okay. What Yep, yep. Always have to be careful. As far as your the the pages, are you doing something for a publisher from here, from the U.S.? Can't wait to see it, man. It's a new campaign for a private, but a great thing, man. Oh, nice. Great. No, that's good. That's good. Kickstarter. That's great. How many pages are you doing? If you don't mind me asking. Full issue. I think so. You know, I'm just a drawer. Yeah, me too. But yeah, man. I know. I saw that you did a Twitch stream. Let me know. Let me know when you want. If whatever you want to do, man. If you want to do a stream together, we do it. We could plan it. We could plan it and test it, and we could do something together. 45 and full color too. Woo, woo. You're doing the colors. That's good work, though. That's awesome. Awesome.
We have a special announcement from Dell. They're giving out new doorbusters every weekday and up to $400 off cutting-edge XPS and Alienware machines with Intel Core processors, all with complimentary shipping. Call 800-BUY-DOWN or visit Amazon.com/site.
I'm not here.
At Nordstrom, we have the best gifts for everyone on your list. Great items for her, for him, for the kids, even the home. Order on Nordstrom.com for same-day pickup and get free gift wrapping. You can pick up today at any of our NYC locations, including Nordstrom Local, Nordstrom Rack, and our flagship.
Yes, and I'm crazy. I know. Yeah, but that's awesome, though. Awesome opportunity.
I know you don't like it when I call myself your home.
You know,
So I have some favorites.
that's exciting, though. I'm sure it's gonna be great. I'm sure.
My floorboards.
I can't wait to see it.
Another easy thing. We could save money.
Can't wait to see it, buddy.
Home and car insurance with Geico. One more.
So if anybody wants somebody, so are you gonna try to do some Twitch streaming? So so people over at
It's the registered, pure balanced pH smart water you love. Click through your go-to playlist when you
yeah, for Twitch, let's try to do something.
visit drinksmartwater.com to learn more.
Yeah, so people over at Twitch, check out what's the name of your channel. That way people can follow you over there. Look up Alessandro Naselli. Oh. I'm getting some drop frames over here. That's not good. Oh, sorry guys, gotta sneeze. Oh. I'm losing some frames here. I need to make a great setup. Okay. All right. Yeah, look into it. Probably just need a few. Yeah, it froze for a little bit, right? Yeah, it looks like my connection changed from my 5G network to my slower network. I don't know why I did that. Don't know why I did that. But I don't think that's going to be too good for my. You know what? I think my Creative Cloud was updating in the background. It was being greedy. I think my Creative Cloud slowed me down a little bit. Hopefully it can get better now. But yeah, you know, all you need is some cameras, maybe one other camera, Alessandro, and we could do it. Or you that way, you know, we could do it, and maybe you know, work on some commissions as we stream and talk. We could talk about, you know, I don't know, industry, some comics. We talk next time. Need to sleep. Ito is sick. Oh, bendito. Okay. Go take care of Ito, buddy. You take care of yourself too. Talk to you soon. Talk to you soon, buddy. Love you too, man. Keep the family safe, brother. Maybe 2021. Maybe we'll do a show together. Would be awesome. Good night, buddy. Right, so okay, guys, so that was Alessandro Maselli's. If you guys he just joined Twitch. He did a test stream the other day and stuff, and I'm trying to get him to incredible artist from Italy. He lives in Italy. He's worked on a bunch of stuff. Actually, I think he even worked on Bloodshot for Valiant. He's working on something right now, so that's cool. But he'll be out here soon enough. So hopefully the stream's okay and it's not freezing too much. Yeah, I got this, like something like that. And you want to get him to look exciting. I mean, it's Venom. Come on. Alrighty, so I'm kind of digging that. So let me let's clean it up a bit. Okay. And I need to I need a new kneaded eraser. Gotta make a list of supplies. I gotta order some more supplies. Got a bunch of Copic refills. You guys probably saw that on Instagram. Alright, so this is... Let's look up some reference. You know, one good thing about drawing a character that you already know is that you don't have to worry too much about reference. Sometimes when I draw a character for the first time, I spend a lot of time looking for reference because I try to get a feel for the character, and sometimes it's not working out. But I've drawn him enough that I have plenty of ideas and a good feeling for his character, so to speak. Give me a second while I fix something over here. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so this whole thing about this whole building thing. All right, so I kind of have an idea. You know, I kind of want to put an angle here. Building, maybe about that angle, something like that. Then another one over here. Maybe I can put like a closer building over here with a ledge. New follower, Strodes921. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, Strodes. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the channel if you're watching. So hopefully I'm not lagging out there too much. I might have to cut the music off, that way let's cut that off. All right, let's see if it gets better. Sorry guys, I had to cut the music off, that way maybe I could gain some more frames back. Looks like I'm losing more and more frames here. And sorry if the video is choppy out there. Or let me know how it looks out there, guys. If it's choppy, give me a heads up. Moving on with Venom here. So yeah, I'm gonna put like a building over here. Give him another building over here. Gonna make it like, so he's kind of like tucked in some buildings. Maybe I can work it so that be a fancy building going that way. maybe something else in the background here. Just give it a little depth. Like a building way in the distance. Okay, so I kind of have the idea of what I want to do for the buildings. So this is a little technique that I like to use. So now I can draw a grid, and it's kind of like I can just do a perspective grid basically. So I figure my vanishing point is like way over here somewhere, and then I can just do that and then just work my way across, which totally works. Or I can do this technique, which kind of does the work for me, and it's a little bit more accurate. So let's say, okay, so I know the vanishing point is this, like right here. It's going that way and that way. So what happens is this end so again, so we're this is basically the same technique I used for these buildings here. So what I'm going to do is I know my distance here. So once I have that figured out, I know where my eye level would be around down here somewhere. So the perspective point is over here, shooting out that way. So with that, I made those 2 points. I know the distance. And in theory, basically, the vanishing point, as it goes up, it actually goes it moves up ever so slightly, but it's almost indistinguishable, right, because of the how far this is and how much space we have here, right? If it were a bigger piece, the angle would change, right, as you go farther up. But we can do a truncated version of this, being that only so much of the building is being shown. So what we do is we get the distance of these 2 points here. Right? Duplicate it again. I'm actually going to make points here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do one more. Okay, and I'll do it again here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I actually made little guides. These are going to be my endpoints. Okay, so that's for that. So then now here, these 2 points are closer together. So for these 2 points, I have my distance here, which is that's the distance. Again, I'm going to need more on this side, so I'm going to do a bunch more. 2. Again, this is like a little time saver trick, especially if you want to do nice backgrounds. You know, I'm fortunate where, well, I don't know if I'm that fortunate, but I did layouts on actual tombstones for years, and there's nothing like having to put designs that have to be exact on a stone that's going to get cut, and your mistakes. My mistakes were literally etched in stone. So I don't know how to draft. I learned how to draft and lay stuff out rather quickly that way, because I would take very complex designs and put them on the tombstones. So this is something I would use sometimes for like guides, to get center lines, to create center lines on the actual tombstone. A lot of drafting going on there. So anyway, so I'm going to repeat these points all the way up, because these points are going to be consistently meeting out here. They're going to get to a point where they're not meeting here anymore. They're going to be off the page, but that's okay. If I have my starting point, I can just keep going. Okay, so I'm marking up the edges. That way I can just line them up. It looks like it's a lot of work, but it's really not. All I'm doing is just is mindless. Just putting in points. Okay, good. Fluffy. Hello, Fluffy. How are you? Welcome to the stream. I'm breaking down some perspective on a sketch card here. So now we have those points on the end. So that's actually going to be consistent all the way through. So I'm just matching points, putting my grid down. I match the points, put my grid down. So I'm going to do that all the way down. So I'm going to add a few more on the other side. Just for demonstration purposes. We have that here, right? I'm going to add this guide. So I'm using the edge of this paper that I marked up, so I could just keep dropping these little tick marks that let me know where the edge of the paper is, where my point is. Again, this is all just drafting techniques, drafting and layout. There. That's there. With a nice tight grid, I can put in those buildings in no time, and put them however I'd like. Yes, it's a little, time consuming, but when you get a result like this, wait, let me connect in my other account. Okay, Fluffy. All right, so then now is just continuing with our lesson here. So connect that in there. So at a certain point, I'm going to be off the card, but that's okay. Connect this with this. As long as I'm consistent, right? It's not a super, it's a pretty good grid, but it's not super perfect. But it gets the point across. All right. So this is now I'm kind of like in a little bit eyeball territory. And we know as it goes away from you. So basically, there you go. So I'm getting my plane, right? Turn this way. Okay, so put this there. So keep going with these guides. So I should be pretty consistent. I'm gonna skip a little bit. I need a little room here. So I'm gonna go all the way down. There you go. So as I go up, so basically that's the grid I'm drawing here. All right, so I'm going to keep it going. I've got my endpoint, so I'm always going to be pretty consistent. As long as I go to that tick mark that I have on the other side, I'll always be pretty consistent. Alright, so basically I've got the grid down. Okay, so then now I am going to go, I know where I want to put my buildings at, so I don't have to do too much figuring that out. But let's say horizontally, I want to do that. I want to do that. So same thing with the horizontal lines. I mean, they're probably, so same thing. I'm going to use the paper to just draw in the tick marks. So I'm going to go all the way across, because once I have this guy down, all I have to do is just drop in my buildings wherever necessary. And it's probably hard to see on this camera. It's not really such a great camera. I'm going to have to upgrade my cameras soon, but hard to do with, without me having a mega channel, Maybe once I get to 1,000 subs and all that fun stuff. But in the meantime, I'm just trying to do the best I can with what I got. Do the best you can with what you got. Okay, so dropping this grid down. And again, this is a lot more detail. I mean, this grid is a lot more perfect than I normally do them, but since I'm showing how I'm going to do this grid, that's why I'm drawing it all the way out. Okay, so actually one thing I got to do is make one guide here. Random Fluffy. Hi, Random Fluffy. Oh, sorry for taking so long. No, no problem. No problem. I have I'm on some other channels as well, so I've got a few chats going on, so it's all good. It is all good. So drawing this grid. So you guys just saw I took made some guides here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do again these tick marks, because these tick marks are going to align with the ones on top. So again, once I have this grid, I know it looks like extra work, but once I have this grid in, my buildings are going to snap right into place. And when I draw them in, they're going to look, pretty convincing, right? Perfection, I can't say that. Convincing, yes. Again, so that's basically this technique I used for this. This is just a sketch card, right? Okay, I'm going to try and let's see what happens. There might be a blip, guys. I'm going to try to go to my faster connection. Alright, I switched to my 5G connection. Hopefully I'm not lagging too much. Don't know what's up tonight, guys. I don't know. This happens every once in a while. I guess I could only blame my ISP. Because and we have upgraded connection, supposedly 250 speed. But I don't know. Alright, so my guides are in. Now it's just a matter of drawing in these lines, line them up, draw them in. Just light enough, right? Easy with the pressure, people. I'm guilty of that sometimes, pushing down too hard on the pencil. You don't have to, just let the graphite, the lead just sit on the paper. That way you don't scar it up. So I should be doing this on the basically for every building I want to draw in. Right, so that's one heck of a grid. Right, so that's basically how you grid it out. Or you want to do that for mainly to lock in the buildings you want to draw in. After this, we're gonna just do one more pass, tighten everything up. I'm gonna actually block in my buildings. Drink some tea. By the way, your drawing is very cool. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Random Fluffy. Well, just so you know, this is a Venom drawing I'm doing. This is a silk drawing I did last week. This is a 2.5 by 3.5 sketch card, and yeah, I did a full background there. Now I'm doing something similar here. Not as complex, but I'm definitely working pretty hard at it. Just because I want to demonstrate this grid, how it works. And you know what, once you do it, get used to making these grids. It's not so hard, you know. It's just, you know, right now it's just somewhat mindless work. I mean, it is skillful, but mindless, where I'm just going to line up my points. Line up my points, and then just keep going. At this point, I'm going to have a perfect grid, and then my building is going to go in. It's almost like basically copying and pasting in, you know, a grid. You know, and all based on perspective. So it's not like it's like I really. It's going to be very hard for it not to look like it's not in perfect perspective. That is a fact. Sure, everything's looking good. All right, that is looking pretty good. I'm gonna have a few buildings. So right now I'm actually I'm making a super tight grid here. You're welcome. Thank you. It's really impressive for the size of the paper with that much detail. Oh, thank you very much. Well, I have a lot of experience. I've done a lot of sketch cards like these on Marvel products, DC products, some film franchises for, you know, Upper Deck, Marvel, DC. So at this point, I've done over 1,000 cards, sketch cards, with varying details, varying amount of detail, varying amount of complexity. So I have some experience there. So thank you very much. And I'm sharing some experience, my experience with it here, with you guys. So I'm just drawing this grid. I'm just using my tick marks, drawing it in. And again, this is a little bit more how do you say, well drawn in than I normally do. But for this demo, or for this piece, I want to show you guys how you can do it. Because once you have this down, you're gonna see that now putting in the building is gonna be so easy, because you're gonna have your grid for your windows, you're gonna have your grid for the side of the buildings, your angles are gonna be right. And basically, I feel that once I'm done with this grid, or once you draft a grid like this, you're like almost done. Just a matter of just literally rendering the stuff in. Because when I draw the actual buildings in, I'm going to use a heavier pencil line. Resub. Thank you so much for the resub. Real Tarks 9 is in the house over on Twitch. Real Tarks is in the house. Okay, looks like all right. So that's basically the grid. Now look, I mean I usually don't even draw it that tight or that complex, but again, for the purpose of the demo I'm doing here, that's why I did it. That much be a lot of experience. Yeah, it is. It is. Been doing it for years, and now I actually. Real Tarks 9, welcome. Welcome. You know what? I don't need this. Okay, so as I promised you guys, here's the very complex grid, right? So the thing is, I know where my buildings are. So now what I can do is within the grid, I could just pick and choose where the building is, right? So I've got this line here. We're going to go about this high. I'm going to go about here. Here. Okay. Horizontal. I know what the horizontal line is there. So I'm just going to do I'll show you guys one building at a time. So this building, right? Let's make it where, you have the roof. Or I guess you would call that the, I don't know what part of the roof that is. So then now, okay, so here's the building, right? So I want to draw in the windows. No sweat. I have, my grid is here. But I want to go about yay big for the window. I skip a box. Sometimes you might get, might be off on the end, but it's all right. It's okay if your space isn't even, because I could just add a row or bump it down a bit if I need to. Okay, so that's the window there. That's the window there. That's the window there. So it worked out. So the window's here, and then I can, again, since my grid is down, I'm just filling in the building. I don't know. I'm not too. Just finished reading Hulk Epic Collection with art by Gene Colan. Wrong artist. Oh, so you're on Twitch too? Yep. I'm a small streamer, so I need to get as much as I can for my streaming time. So these are like long windows, which is cool. All right, so then I'm gonna put a building here. So there you go. All right, so window here. I'm doing about three lines off the grid. 3 lines off the grid. 3 lines off the grid. Good, and I could rough them in. I could just rough it in because I have, again, my grid is there. Boop, bip, 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 bip. You see? Boom, there it is. So this is a very quick way of just dropping in buildings without having to kill yourself with every building. So once your grid is in, throw down your guides. Okay, I'm going to do one more building back here to give it some depth. This one will be more of a corporate building. It'll have a bigger roof. You need more stylized windows, straight down. Okay. Right about there. Okay, so this building's over here. All right. I just started Iron Man with Gene Colan art. Gene Colan, it just rings a bell, but I can't think of the art style. I'm gonna check it out in a minute. We'll check them out in a minute. Okay, so I'm gonna put like the edge of a fancy building. This is when you can like do tricks like put a fancy building on the corner. That way it looks like you're doing more than you actually are. Okay. So there you go. So again, now moving on to the next building, right? The cool thing is as the buildings get closer to you or they go across, the windows have to get bigger. So you can actually double up a little bit on the window. Right? Window, space, space. Double up on the window, space, space. Double up on the window. Okay, so generally, right, everyone starts the floor at the same place. So again, with this beautiful grid, it is quite nice. I must say myself. That would be the window right there. So knowing that, bip bip, I drop down, go across 2, draw that in, go across 2, draw it in. See, so I'm basically, it's like my whole buildings are snapping into place. Snapping into place, snapping into place. So then when I actually use my pen to ink it, everything is snapping into place. Okay, good. So that's there. So let's see. I did one gap. So right here, windows right here. Alright, so then what I want to do is I kind of want to like put a building right behind a ledge right behind him. All right. So it's almost like he's at a okay, put that there. Good. Yes, true. Good luck. I'm gonna go to bed now. It's almost 3 a.m. Oh man, random. Yeah, it was nice meeting you and your lovely stream. I will come again. Yes, please do. If I have time. Plus, I'm in love with your style. Thanks so much. Whatever my style is, I'd like to see what you think my style is. And could you please tell me where do you live and what time it is now for you? I would like to know the time difference between us, and I will let you find out if that is possible. Yeah, I live in New Jersey, the state of New Jersey in the U.S. And the East Coast. So I'm in New Jersey in the U.S. And that's my that's where I'm at. So yeah, Random Fluffy, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging, and thank you so much. But yes, feel free to to come back to the channel, and hopefully it works out for you, because I stream around 7 p.m. my time on Tuesdays. Yeah, streaming, yep. So I start streaming around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the US. So it'd be great to have you back. I stream on a few different platforms: YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Okay. So I'm drawing this ledge right behind him. Okay. So here we go, Venom, the full grid, and then you guys see I just popped in the buildings. All right. Now the windows and stuff look a little rough because I just drew them in freehand, but once I do it with the actual ruler, they're gonna look nice and tight. And then Venom is there. It's gonna be a nighttime scene, so I'm actually gonna make it very simple and just do the buildings in black, windows in white. And that's it. That should, and hopefully I'll come out with a nice card here. Hopefully. And again, I got a few DMs, a few questions about it. Obviously, it looks like the people that asked me about it, I don't know if they show up to the stream, but I figured I could break down this technique. So this is the technique I use to make this monster right here. Basically, so something similar to that, which makes it easy because once you have the grid, you could just bam, 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 make sure things lined up. And the thing is, I could have done a better job inking this with the pen, but I did it very quickly. Just drew the lines in. Random Fluffy says, okay, thank you, have a good day and peaceful stream. Thank you very much. I will tell my friends about you, and hopefully you will gain some more fans. Yeah, please do. And just so you know, I have a comic book on Kickstarter, The World of M. You can check that out. Check out this name on Kickstarter. I'm in the middle of the campaign. I only have about 20 days left. And check it out. And tell your friends about that too. Ships around the world. So no problem where you're at. See you another stream, Mr. George. Yep. See you soon, Random Fluffy. Alright, so we got Venom here. And then now I can actually start drawing Venom. Oh. Yeah, so real talks, I have to check out that artist Gene Collard or Colan. Gene Colan art. Sorry. I have a tea I'm drinking here. I think I'm almost done with it. Here. So the plan is, people, I'm going to work on this, finish this, and after that, I want to raid Bernard Chang's stream, mainly because he's gonna have Frank Cho on. He always has, and Shan Chen's gonna be on there. I know Shan Chen's been on there other times, and Shan Chen's cool people too. So, looking forward to watching that stream. Hanging out for a little bit. Okay, so get this Venom going. So now we've got I basically have my everything set up already for this. I'm happy with the pose. Looking powerful, looking venomish. Powerful frame, intimidating frame, as Todd McFarlane says. He should be intimidating. So, I know. There you go. So that's basically what it looks like when you grid it all up. So I want to take a picture. I'm going to take a picture of this because I want to take a picture of this because I think I'm going to show people this. I think people would be interested in, you know, and the grid doesn't take that long to do either, you know, and it's so worth it because once you do this grid again, once you do the grid, you could do stuff like this. So if you have to put the work in to get this look, you know, on a sketch card, I think it's worth it. You know, there are no small jobs, just small artists, right? Kind of like using the phrase for actors. There's no small acting jobs, just small actors. So, yep, so that's it there. So now, you know, I kind of know what he's gonna look like. Again, these buildings are gonna, you know, I'm gonna tighten this up in the background. There's certain windows are kind of like a little bit off to me, they're kind of bothering me, but I'm not letting that affect me because I know I'm gonna fix it once I do it with the with the pen. You know, adjust some of the distances and all that stuff. Okay, so now I can kind of clean it up a little bit. That way I can get some sanity in here. All right, so okay, got Venom here. Ding 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 ding. Venom. Okay, so muscles, 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 venom, 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 muscles, 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 size. The dude's huge. There. So there it is. Got the grid in. And again, this one's going to get fixed. So again, same technique I used for this. And if you guys, a quick rundown, what I did was I started at one ledge. I got the distance there. As far as what technique this is called, I don't know. But drafting tombstones and stuff like that, this is how I picked this up. So like, you get that distance there, and then you copy it here. You put a bunch of tick marks. Then what you do is you put the tick marks down, copy them down, move the paper, align those two, and then tick marks down all the way this way. I did the same thing on this side, starting from that point up, that point down. I threw in my grid. I got my horizontal, same way. I did 2 lines, got that all the way across. Right, I started with this corner and then worked my way across. And the thing is, yes, it's an extra step, but throwing this grid down lets you just be able to throw in buildings like nobody's business. Throw them in. You could embellish them however you'd like. All that fun stuff. You know what? I'm gonna make a moon in the back, just to show that it's nice. I got a template. go. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. What? Sorry, changing my mind about that one. I think I want it more over here. A little lower and a little bigger. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Okay, cool. So, I know it's probably hard to see in the camera, but I have like almost all his physique mapped out here. The muscles going where they should be, as best as I can draw them. Arm over here, the bicep's gonna go this way over here. So I'm gonna get a little bit of a, there you go. Right, getting in all three heads of the shoulder, front, the side part, massive traps, pecs, the pectoral muscle, right, the bicep muscle hooks under the shoulders, connects there. All right. So, all right. So, what we're gonna do is now I'm gonna ink Venom. I have a. Let me get my. I like this Venom. His mass is good. This is the right mass for Venom. Okay, here it's a bit right down the pec. So today was a pretty interesting day. I found the Rob Layfield podcast, Robservations. I binged a bunch of episodes as I was working on my Rogue piece. And I actually tweeted about it. And Rob Layfield was kind enough to retweet my tweet. Which is cool. Okay, cool. So I'm pretty happy with that. So let's rock and roll, man. Let's rock and roll. Get my pens out. Sorry for all the noise. Okay, so I think number 3 would be perfect. Right, we're gonna start with the head. The teeth, I'm gonna use a smaller pen. Remember, his jaw like hangs down into his neck. He's huge. Okay. So working on this tongue, making sure I get a nice. That's what I struggle with the most, to getting nice S curves, getting nice lines of beauty. That's what I struggle with. Get some nice curves in. Maybe I'm just hard on myself. It's just that I just never don't know if I put enough flow into some of this stuff. I dig it. I dig it. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Okay, good. Get that down. Boom. All right. Got that going. All right. I'm trying to get the outline first. Get a nice contour line, right? You want to get a nice contour line. Probably gonna come back and re-ink it if I have to. But that's pretty good right there. All right, so I'm gonna start rendering here. Get these teeth in. I'll fill them in later with a thinner line. Teeth. Make sure it can read nicely. Without it getting too dark, you know. Okay, got a little bit thick here. Okay. All right. Okay, to get this all right, so I think I can use this pen for the most part. For almost the whole piece, I could probably use this pen. Get those traps in. Okay, I'm going to outline the design first, that way I don't mess that up. Okay, good. Making sure I get this design right. Kind of tricky sometimes, I don't know. Why I find it tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Got one down. Putting down another. I got like one on this little area under the tongue, which is not good. I'm gonna have to clear that up later with the white gel pen. Get this down. Okay. Okay, let's go there. Shade that a little bit. Right, so let's fill that in. Okay, so now I got a nice silhouette going. Now I can actually start really drawing him in. Get that in there. Good. All right, so I'm basically just gonna work my way down, connecting the muscles, connecting the muscles. You know, gotta use that mental library of where the muscles go where. Sometimes the library is not accessible. That's when I have to go online and check and do an anatomy check. But for the most part, I do all right, I guess. But sometimes you gotta get those references. But luckily, you know, it's a chest and shoulders and arms. Most artists have that like unlock, you know, accessible, very accessible as far as where to draw those points. Okay. Okay, that's also there. Let's get the forearm muscle gonna be there. Might use a little bit of brush tonight. Okay. So okay, just shading those arms, shading. Okay, just putting in a preliminary shadows for this stuff over here. So I hope everyone's having a good Tuesday night. You know, crazy year. You know, guys, you know, I'm not going to tell anybody how to live, but remember, please be safe. A lot of people going through some terrible times right now. But for not listening to the CGC recommendations. I know I want to be my family too, my extended family and all that stuff, but You know, just be careful out there, guys. Okay, cool. Okay, that was coming out so far. Okay, just rendering, making sure I get my my forms correct here. And around the knuckles, the hands. He's got nails. I gotta make sure these nails. I don't know if they're gonna see that those nails. Okay, so this is like a slow render. I can probably, with the brush, move a little bit faster, but I don't want to miss any nuance with the anatomy here, so I'll take my time. I mean, the brush has a nice finish too. Okay, oh, man. Okay, so moving down. Okay. All right. Also, something I had to talk about. I'll be doing an interview for a new podcast. Not a new podcast. New podcast for me, for a podcast. This Thursday. I guess it's by comicbookmovie.com. The people from there have their own podcast. So I'll be talking to those wonderful peoples on Thursday. I don't know when the episodes will be released, but super cool that they contacted me. Okay. Okay, so I'm doing some rendering here. Making sure I he's believe it or not, just because he has a lot of black on him, it doesn't make him easier to render just because it's a lot of black. It's actually more work because you have to really pick and choose as you're rendering him. Pick and choose what's going to stand out, what's going to go back. So you're actually... He's work. He is work. Venom is some work. Okay. Happy with that there. Some shadow like underneath him there, that way the jawline doesn't get lost. Looks okay from here. Right. Okay. Let's keep rendering a little more. Let's get this forearm looking nice. All right. So for the most part, that's where we have Mr. Venom. I know I'm gonna have to put in a couple other tones in there. Okay. I think he's moving around nicely. Finishing him up. Okay. So that looks pretty good from here. But okay, hold on. Let's blend some of this in over here. Okay. All right. This is around nicely. I think probably within 15-20 minutes from completion. Okay. All right. Right, now I'm gonna erase him, that way he could stand out and I can see where I'm at with him. Maybe just add like some very small adjustments, but for the most part, looks like he turned out all right. Okay, just a little clean up here and there. Then put in these buildings, and we're gonna be done. Just so you guys know when I'm done. Actually, Anybody know if Bernard is on yet? Nice, Hulk Hulk. Hulk Hulk. Hulk Hulk, Venom Venom. Okay. It's going live at 10 p.m. our time. Okay, cool. So by the time I'm done with this, we can head right on over there. Oops, sorry, hit the top camera. Okay, so let's get to this background. So like I said, I want to make him like he's like in front of a ledge. So he's almost like a few buildings out. That's funny. Not today. Okay, let's get that down. Okay. So erase all my guidelines. Okay, good. Okay, good. All right, so let's start off with this building over here. Oops, drawing off the board, so, or off camera. Sorry, guys. Okay, so making this little. That last message took 30 seconds to hit your screen. Wow. You know what, my I'm lagging behind. I don't even know why. I mean, I fine-tuned all that stuff before. I just might be having just some network lag. So now we can do these buildings. Bim. Bink. Right, this is the fun part we've been waiting for. So you see, now I'm just putting in buildings like nobody's business, you know, with almost no effort other than just to make sure my lines are straight. quick little way of getting in some nice architecture in your drawings. You know, and I mean, it takes practice, and I know, you know, it's a lot easier to do a bust, a headshot, or whatever, and then just call it a day, and you know, I guess pat yourself on the back. But you know, in the end of the day, what are you doing to push the medium, to push yourself? Hey, oh, I get, you know, when I'm talking about, you know, somebody wants a commission for a bust, you know, obviously you're doing what you're getting paid for, but talking about, you know, pushing yourself, pushing the medium, pushing what you can do. You know, what we can do as artists. Because, you know, eventually, I mean, it's a representation of you. Like and shit, just dropping in windows, drawing in windows, like nobody's business. Nobody's business, like nobody's business. Trying to keep the line straight. Hopefully I can do that. Right? Ah, darn it, I keep going off camera. Sorry, guys. Might as well just tilt it this way a little bit. Bing, bing, here. All right. Yep. So again, I'm drawing buildings here. I'm doing this stuff like, you know, almost on the fly. Bip, bip, bip. You know, okay. So as far as inking, right? So what you want to do is get as much as you can across, especially when it comes to buildings. So I'm gonna get everything on this line, on this plane, ink it in. Blow on a little bit, let it dry. Same thing here, right? I got my pencil guide, so that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. So I'm basically making use of putting down my line. So I'm gonna go all the way across the piece. Bip, 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 mem bip. Right? Over here, here, here. Here, move it down again. Line them up, line them up, line them up. Okay, this is where it gets easy now. Now I'm just gonna go across all these three, right? I'm gonna go across 3 stories in one shot. 1, 2, 3. Move it down. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Now I'm just following my grid. I'm following my guides. Just trying to make the lines as clean as I can. Hopefully I don't mess that up too much. Trying to stay with the guides, nice and clean. Actually doing all these stories all in one shot. Right, looking good. Again, all in all, this is just going to improve your work. It's not to improve my work, it's to improve your work. Show them what you can do. Telling myself to take my time with it. Sometimes I tend to try to go a little bit faster than I should. Okay, there you go. All right. All right, all right, all right. So good. Moving on to the next building, right? So we calm them down. That way it helps with the insanity of it all. Okay, got one more building to do. And these windows aren't like perfect, perfect, perfect. And for the size of the canvas and for what it is, it serves a good purpose. I mean, arguably, it's not like super perfect. It's not like ready to be like on a Marvel cover. But I tell you what, it's definitely gonna look special. There you go. Okay, so got that, right? So again, you take your time, put in the lines nice and clean. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep the buildings like this, and in the sky, I'm gonna actually cross hatch it from like the light pollution all the way up to pure black. Then I could add some nice stars. How's that, people? Okay, let me look at these windows. Maybe I could embellish them a little bit. I'm gonna add a little embellishment to these windows. These windows are bigger. I'm gonna add a dimension, basically a side to them. It's not hard to do since I have everything already laid out in front of me. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm liking that. So again, for what I was going to do with these windows, I did one heck of a grid, but again, I took more time with the grid just because I wanted to demonstrate this grid technique more. For something, again, more complicated like this, that grid technique really, really helps. Makes everything land in place. Here I could draw a lot of windows and not even worry about them being off. I mean, they might be arguably a little bit off here and there, but for the most part, they're on. Okay, so looking for a line over here. Okay. All right, so let's take this. All right, getting that sky, tracing that moon in there. Keep that thick. I'm actually going to add a black sky. I'm going to black all of this out. Then we'll clean this up and add some finishing touches. Looks like I'm doing pretty good with time. The main thing is that I want to be done. I'm probably going to be done a little bit. By definitely I'll be done by 10. And I'm going to be touching it up a little bit. Gotta clean it up, touch it up. Clean it up, touch it up. Okay, so do that, right? So then now we have to just fill in. Let me not use this one. It's a nice pen. 0.5, 0.1.0. I think I got a bunch of some other ones. Brush 0.8. Got a 0.8 and a 0.5. 0.8 and a 0.5 I can use to fill in instead of nice. I totally forgot that I wanted to do some light pollution crosshatch up. Darn it. You know what? I'll try it with the white. With the white gel pen. Darn it, I hate when I do that. Forget the techniques I want to use. What I mean by the air pollution is that this kind of sky, it'll go from black to a cross-hatched white towards the earth. Why? Because what happens is like the light pollution, right? Light pollution makes makes the sky brighter, and you can't see the stars as much. So okay, so let's start cleaning this up. I'm sure now this is where we clean it up. Then I have to start separating some stuff as far as right now is when the magic happens. I start cleaning it up. It actually looks like I didn't do that much work into it. It looks like something pretty much it was made that way. Again, love drawing Venom, but I also wanted to be able to demo this technique. Cool. Trying to show it. I'm going to put some weathering on the stone back behind him. Okay, so now I can touch this up a bit on the eyes. I can probably start separating out my different planes. He's gonna need, so basically I want him to pop more. He's going to need a thicker outline. Okay, so this plane here, right? We're gonna do something very cool here. Right, those lines to back that end out. Okay, let's do that there, like that. Oops, sorry, hit the camera, guys. Okay. Okay, so touching everything up here. So I'm adding some texture to this brick behind him. All right, so one thing I want to add here, he's going to need we're gonna need some like bricks back here or something, because I have all this detail everywhere and like nothing really behind him. So I'm gonna add some bricks. I'm gonna do like a quick eyeball. Okay, all I need is a few guidelines so that I can get these bricks in. You guys will see the method to my madness. So okay, so now that I got those guidelines, you see bricks look best when you kind of draw them in by hand. That's the biggest trick. You would think that you'd want to do a grid and all that stuff, just the way I covered earlier, but no, you want to draw them in by hand because bricks themselves are not perfect, right? They're not like perfectly vacuum formed or manufactured. They're just bricks. There you go. So okay, gave him some bricks in the background. Oops. I don't like the way that looks. I don't know what I did. Guess what I did? I actually angled it wrong. Okay, cool. Alright, so alright. So now I'm gonna do one last pass. and give him slightly darker outline to make him stand out more, come forward more, right? Because in the end of the day, it's about our boy Venom over here. Okay, have that there. Right, so basically recon going over, and you don't want to just trace blind though. You want to like give it some good contour feel. Right, you don't just trace over blind, because then it'll look too smooth. There you go. Some variation in the curves. Outline this tongue very carefully. The thing is, with him, he usually has like saliva and stuff, but that's really hard to capture when it's just black and white and without like. I'm gonna put a little bit of saliva, like, but dark. Okay. All right. I'm digging it. Making sure I have enough black everywhere. All right. Okay, we've got to fix this this symbol a little bit. Touch it up. Basically done. All right. Happy with that there. That looks good. It's a holiday. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I think my stream got a lot better once I cut the music out. Then I also made sure to switch to my faster internet connection. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. So now I'm gonna do some final touch-ups. We're doing good. I'm doing very good with time. Okay. Some more corporate offices over here. Some details on the moon. Details on the moon. I'm going to touch up that sky. Then I'm going to come in with the white gel pen. Looking sick. Thank you, sir. Yep. You know, like, again, you know, in the end of the day, you get a better you get a much nicer result depending on the effort you put in the beginning, you know. So I mean, think about the big grid that I did, the whole enchilada, you know. And of course, you know, rendering him out kind of worked out. Okay, these windows. I'm gonna look at some reference here, see what I could do with these windows, because I think I can add a lower part to them. Yes, I can, to make them even more believable. I'm looking at some reference here in some of these buildings. Now, since I erased my grid, I can't do it as easily, right? But I do have plenty of room, plenty of the other windows and that I can use as a guide. Super cool. Okay, this little roof over here, I'm gonna add some little more details onto here just to sell it a little more. You know, again, I'm doing all of this just to show basically, you know, how detailed sketch cards could be. Sketch cards do not have to be high school portraits all the time. They don't have to be just a headshot, just a 3/4 body. Sketch cards could be more than that. You know, doesn't matter how crap the pay is or whatever. I mean, you know, if it really bothers you, then don't do them. If the pay really bothers you about the sketch cards, just don't do them then. Do something else. Find another way to get your name on a product. That's it. But, you know, some awesome stuff can be accomplished. Some awesome effects. And since it's a small area, you can control it pretty good. Now, if you have physical limitations, like you can't really see, and your eyes can't handle it, because actually, as I'm getting older, I'm noticing I'm getting older, believe it or not. I'm noticing my eyes need some serious recovery time from after a card like this. I'm going to give a little bit more details. more detail on these knuckles. Okay, that is good. Bernard started his pre-Twitch live streaming on Instagram, so he'll be going live soon. Okay, cool. It's working out just perfectly. The schedule is working out perfectly. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. All right. Oh, I need some water. I got some. I drank tea today, but I guess tea doesn't hydrate you as well, huh? I do that on my fingers so I could get the white running, flowing through, and then. Okay. So let me go grab my water. All right. Bear with me. Let me go get some water. Right here. All right. But this thing is man, I'm tell you, these camera settings today have been. I don't know what's up with what these camera settings today. I don't know why the lighting has not changed in here for the camera to be so crazy. Zoom in on this bad boy. Try to focus this a little bit. Oh. Nope. Sorry, I'm messing with my settings. Maybe I can get a better view for you guys. Okay, so let's clean this up. Clean that up. I can start Oh, Len Donovich, I'm so sorry I missed you. Sorry I missed your. I'm actually gonna let him know. Your comment. I don't know why it didn't show up here. Gosh darn it. I don't know how. Oh well. You know what? This is what happens when you spread yourself too thin. Too many channels. But I gotta do what I gotta do, guys. Venom looking cool. Yeah, thanks, guys. Okay, all I have to do is add some stars. I actually added some like features on the moon, and it's hard to see. I don't know, maybe my camera's too bright or something. Anyway. Okay, so put a signature there. Let's add some stars. Thanks, Real Tarks. I mean, I don't know. Everything's dark. Like it's like all my settings got blown away somehow, which is weird because I have all my settings saved. Kind of weird. I do not know what the heck happened. I do not know what happened. Come on, pen. What's gonna happen? I'm not getting any flow from this pen. Doesn't look like it's done, but nowhere to tell. But yeah, so this is basically how you do a super detailed card. So follow my steps, 1, 2, 3, and that's it. And you'll be on your way to doing super detailed cards. Bernard is just waiting for his computer to boot up. LOL. Okay, awesome. So yeah, I'm just touching it up here a bit. And then we'll go raid Bernard. And then just so you know, Real Tarks 9, we're gonna raid Bernard Chang because he's going to have Frank Cho and Sean Chen. He's had on before as a co-host, but it's cool that he's going to have Frank Cho on there also. They've been on there before, but it's been a while since he's been on there, I think. So looking forward to checking out the stream. I'm just gonna chill out and listen. So it'd be cool if we give them a raid and then we can just hang out. Mike Choi, I'm sorry. I said Frank. Sorry. Yes, so we're gonna go there. I know which is which. I just made the mistake just now. I know whom is whom. Ouch. Okay. So yeah, this insanity is almost done. And as you guys saw, I laid in pretty detailed grid. Haha, I know you're multitasking. Yeah, well, I should be able to keep up though. But yep, go there, check that out. Check them out. Okay, so here you go, ladies and germs. You have it. Yep. So there it is. There it is. Now we just have to wait until Bernard's live, and then we'll go raid him. I think I'm done with this piece. Let's see. So I'm live. I've been live 2.5 hours. So basically, easily 2 hours I spent on this. Easily 2 hours. Because I don't think I stopped for that much longer. That's it. Highly detailed cards. It's a fun thing to do. Thanks, Len. Are you still there? Looking great. Thank you, Lendanovich. How you doing, buddy? If I caught you. Yep. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Yep. I'm towards the end of my stream here. I kind of broke down the this building technique I used for this Venom piece. I did a really detailed grid here and just threw in the building. It was fun. It's fun. Now I'm about finishing up, adding some tweaks here and there. Then after this, I plan on reading Bernard Chang's channel. Good. I got a new Venom sketch cover going up tomorrow. Oh, cool. Going up to tomorrow. Awesome. Can't wait to see it, bud. How you doing these days? What you working on these days, Len? Working and hibernating with the family. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, I'm since I work from home, I'm officially, I play TA the whole day. I'm in TA mode all morning for the kids. Being that I'm home, we could easily just put them full-time remote, so I handle that with the kids most of the day. Well, most of the day, about half day, and then I break into work mode myself. working and hibernating with the family, can, but when I can, drawing. Okay, I got you. Yep. So yeah, that's cool. So that Venom sketch cover, that Venom sketch cover, is it a commission or is it for you? Same here. I had more time to draw. Yep. Yeah. So I am. At this point, what I'm doing now is I'm just dicking around with this thing. That's what I'm doing. I should be. I'm done with this. I'm just. Playing with this thing. Yeah, I should just leave it alone. We should do a team up piece. The cover is for sale, but it was for me. Okay, got you. I will. I will message you. Yeah, no problem. Hit me up. Message me. Well, glad to hear that you're doing well, that your family's safe. That's important. Naomi Misayamon. Ayo. Whoa. Long time no hear. That looks awesome. Thanks so much, Naomi. Yes, I. Naomi. Yes, I'm on. Naomi, or is it Naomi? Yes, I'm on. Yeah, Len, hit me up. Well, thank you. I actually spent a good part of the day breaking down this technique. I actually did this silk drawing last week, and as you can see, it has a lot of detail to it and stuff. And it's work, but there's a particular technique you can use to make your life a lot easier, which I actually did it on this. So if you want to interested in checking that out, you could always when this is live, actually after I sign off, this video will be watchable, and you can scroll through it and you can see how I broke this down. Did a whole grid here, and then just threw in the buildings. For the grid I did, I could have gotten more complex with the buildings, but that really wasn't the goal. I just wanted to show how you can use the grid to do something like this, or you could actually do something like this as well. Okay, Len, cool. I'll check that out most likely when I sign off later. But okay. Hey, let's do this. Is Bernard live yet? Because we are gonna raid Bernard Chang. We're actually gonna raid somebody who actually has some really great artists on, and he's actually going to be drawing Venom as well. It's actually open to everybody. It's called Battle of the Sketches, and they post a prompt every Sunday, and mostly every Sunday, and then you can jump in and do it. So that's where I get these prompts from. So that's where I get stuff like this. Prompts like this. Jade was last week. Jade. Yeah, this is Jade, right? Jade Spider-Man. And this week's is Venom. And I'm doing them sketch card size. I've done a lot of sketch cards. A lot of Marvel products, DC products, commissions, the stuff for Dynamite, stuff for Bragent. Yep. Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait for him to actually start. If you can let me know when he actually starts, then that way we can rate him. You know, this thing, I'll leave it as is. I'm pretty happy with this. Hope you guys dig it. Hope you can dig it. Okay. All this stuff. Well, this is already on my Instagram. This will go up on my Instagram. Okay, guys, and so if you want to get a better view of this, you could follow me on Instagram. That way you can see it. Probably the biggest thing I have to tell you guys about is my Kickstarter right here. My campaign is live right here for the World of M. It's a steampunk fantasy adventure story. It is right now. It is at 46% funded. We only have until December 30th to get all the funds. So if you guys want to, please check out my Kickstarter and see if you can participate or share. Participation helps a lot. Sharing helps a lot. Letting your friends know about it. It is issue number 2. There's a great video on there that we could at least watch the video. The video is so entertaining. The video looks great. And Rick Sellers, which is a professional voiceover talent, does the voiceovers for my videos. He's done the Hasbro voiceovers for Hasbro, most of their toys. So at least check out my Kickstarter video. I'm sure it'll be at least entertaining. Participate if you can, or tell your friends about it. All kinds of wonderful pledges on there, including commissions, including sketch cover commissions, 9x12 commission, 8.5x11 commissions, and all kinds of add-ons. I actually got part of the Kickstarter add-ons as well. So please check out the Kickstarter. Right here, the World of M issue number 2. Number 1 was completed. I've got bundles, so you can get both issues if you'd like. You can go all digital for a lesser price. You can get a bundle of physical comics right there. Okay, yes, we said okay. So he can so that's what I have going on now with this Kickstarter. Very important part right now. Came out killer. Thank you, Lendanovich. And so what we want to do tonight at the end of the stream is we're gonna go raid Bernard Chang. He's actually a wonderful professional artist. He's worked on so many different titles. I mean, Teen Titans was the last book he worked on, which was excellent. He designed, I don't know if he created, but I know he designed Crush, which is Lobo's daughter. Right now, I think he's doing a run on an X-Men book. So we're going to go check him out. He has an incredible stream going on. A lot of fun, too. So we're waiting for him to be up and ready and going. and then we'll go raid his stream. In the meantime, I did these. So this I did it last week. This one we did it tonight. Took me about, I would say, roughly about 2 hours plus. I'm gonna share some other sketch cards I have here lying on my desk. Stuff I've done because of Battle of the Sketches. So these are Battle of the Sketches cards. I'm gonna carousel them out, or I'm gonna bump them aside. Dark Side. One of the last ones I did. Before that, then and then we also have right here. We got Captain America and No Shave November. He is all. Oh, okay. Yeah. Thanks. Let's do this. Yes, exactly what he said. He just did a variant cover for the new Shang-Chi, and oh yeah, let's do this. Got to go by the issue. Yep, real Tarks. So that's No Shave November, Captain America, and then Ghost Rider. So, all right, folks. Thanks for hanging with me. And let's go check out Mr. Bernard Chang right now. If I can still remember how to raid somebody. It's been a while since I've done it. All right, folks. So thanks for hanging with me. And anybody ever have any questions or anything, let me know. And again, this video is probably going to be one of my most helpful videos if you like to draw and stuff, because again, I kind of broke down a technique that's pretty useful, and you can do it on bigger boards. You can do it on an actual art board. He's starting again. Great. Well, I haven't even gotten my windows open yet, so. Let me get on Twitch. He started again. He's up again. So yeah, please guys. I mean, most importantly, please check out my Kickstarter. At least watch the video. I'm sure it'll be compelling for you and entertaining, which would be awesome. That's definitely the only thing I would ask of you is to check that out. So I'm actually loading up the settings now so that we can go do this raid. And this is like the first time I actually have a raid in mind. And let's see. Oh my god, can I get on my oh my god, okay, it goes my channel. Wow, I'm like a noob. Totally alright guys, thanks for hanging with me, and remember to check out my check out the video after I'm done with this. That way you guys can actually see that technique breakdown if you're interested. And check out my my Kickstarter if you can. So let's get this raid happening. So I think if I recall, /raid space and then the channel name, which would be the Bernard Chang, I think. No, I think it's the Bernard Chang, right? Bernard Chang. Am I gonna get the name right? Yeah, it's the Bernard Chang. Oh my goodness. Thanks for having us. Thank you. Naomi, yes. Simone, thanks. Let's do this. Thank you, Real Tarks 9. You guys are awesome for hanging with me, hanging with little old me. I appreciate that big time. And now let's see if I can get this raid done the right way. You guys ready? Let's go.
Isaac from India. We have sometimes goes the door. I don't know if she's here from China. Crispy Papa from Melbourne. Well, actually, who else? I don't see Crispy Papa on here. Yeah, Crispy Papa mistaken Mike earlier on Instagram. I think he's a little shy right now. Va'air, good to see you. Okay, all right. Off Boy Sunday.